my name is Ori. I'm gonna basically tell you my sexual story. As I was little, I was into this fantasy of love, like princess, Disney princess, romantic animes, K-dramas, and I always thought of sex as love. Like, it's not sex, you have to make love. I was like, if I'm gonna do that, it has to be with the love of my life. I do think this very clearly in my head, and I still believe in this. Your body is temple. You just don't let anybody stay a night in your temple. Your temple is gold. Let's just go back. Let's just go back to the beginning. My first boyfriend, I was 18. He was 18 too. This was back in Venezuela, in my country. He was a virgin too. But we didn't know how to do anything, to be honest. It was very weird. Tried, but it didn't happen. At some point in my head, I was okay, this is not the right guy because it's not happening. And when you already think like that, you can't go back. Years were going by. We stayed together for 4 years, and it didn't happen. And I thought it was my fault. I was like, okay, I'm weird. I went to sex therapy, and they told me I had vaginism. For some women, it's just scared of pain, or it could be trauma. The therapist told me that we could do like hypnosis with different dildos, size of dildos, like little one, medium one, and big one. And we will start with the little one, that it will be something like this little, and she will do hypnosis on therapy and make your head believe that it's okay. I was like, okay, yeah, let's do it, and never went back because I didn't want to lose my virginity with a fucking dildo. My boyfriend and I, in that moment, we were breaking up all the time. In one of those breakups, he told me that he had sex with a girl, and it was pretty easy, and it went all in, and it was perfect. So it was my fault. I was not normal. I was 22, virgin. I started dating this guy older than me. He was 10 years older than me, and I thought, okay, this is the one. This is my Prince Charming. I decided to come honest with him in the beginning, and I was like, hey, you know, I'm a virgin. He didn't like it. It was a turn off for him. Some guys want experienced women that know what to do in bed. He was like, oh no, you're gonna madly be in love with me, and it's gonna be too much. I think he was joking, but I didn't take it as a joke. Continued dating him. He didn't even try, and he didn't even ask me to be his girlfriend. And one day I was like, you know, am I your girlfriend? And he's like, yeah, of course. I don't know if it's culture, because this guy was white, and I come from Venezuela, and I've been dating just my ex-boyfriend that was a Latino, and he asked me to be his girlfriend with flowers, and I was like expecting something like that. I ended up with him. I moved on. I started dating guys, just going on dates. And none of them took me serious. I never thought of even having anything with them. So I will ghost them. I know that sounds very wrong, but I will just ghost them as soon as I noticed they were being sexual without even taking me serious. And I continued going to dates, and they will kiss me, but then they will try something. I'll be like, no, not yet. And they'll be like, oh, I was expecting love. I was expecting someone to take me serious. I was expecting a lot. So I kind of like quit dating. I was 25. I couldn't talk about this with anybody because everybody will be like, stop fucking lying, Ori, come on, you're not. You know, when they will talk about those moments, they'll be like, oh, what about you? What have you done? What are the craziest thing that you have done? I'm just bad at sex, you know, I don't do anything. I will say that. I will be ashamed of myself. Be like, you know, I don't do nothing crazy. I have like one body count, and be like, stop lying. I'll be like, okay, I have two. And it was never enough. It doesn't matter what lie I will say. They wouldn't even believe anything. The only person that knew was my mom and my brother. And my mom was like, okay, don't worry about it. It's gonna happen in the right time. I started doing cosplays at 25. I started doing the sexy cosplays because I've been an anime lover, anime fan my whole life. And I always wanted to do it, but I never like thought of myself being that pretty and sexy. It kind of filled a void on me of something I was missing in real life. So it made me feel normal. It made me feel like, okay, I look like I do this. I just pretended to be normal with my friends. They'll be like, why you're never dating? And I'm like, I guess I'm just bad at love. I met this guy when I was 27, of course. We met out of nowhere, and he was not the type of guys I was used to it at all. So let's give it a try. We started seeing each other every week, then every day, and we were kissing, of course. We were like kind of dating, but I didn't want to come honest with him. I didn't want to be like, oh, you know what? this about me? No. I will just tell him to take it slow, that I didn't have that much experience, whatever. And he will be very patient with me. He's like, okay, don't worry about it. He asked me to be his girlfriend. Okay, this guy actually is taking me serious. So I told him, of course he didn't believe me, like everybody in this world, like everybody that is maybe watching might not believe me still. We tried it and he realized like, oh shit, this is serious. It happened, it finally happened after a month that we tried, it happened. And I was like, oh my god. Guys, I seriously swear, I thought I was gonna die virgin. I guess what I'm trying to say with all this video, besides telling my story, because it's fucking weird. I do still think that it's weird, but I don't want to think like that. I'm making this video for any lady that is going through this, that it might be older than me or younger than me and think they're not normal and think they are weird, ugly, they're never gonna do it. I regret not being proud of myself and not being proud of what I was. Even though if I was honest in those times, nobody will believe me ever. I still regret not being honest, because you have to be yourself. Doesn't matter what people say, doesn't matter, fuck it. If they don't believe you, fuck it, you know who you are. But the bully I did to myself, because I did thought so bad of myself. If you have expectations, wait for the guy that will fill those expectations. And some people need emotional connection to have sex. That's what I realized about myself. For me, I took my time. We did STD test. We did birth control. I prepare myself. Thank you so much for listening and watching. If you don't believe me, it's okay. I don't do this to prove anything. I just do this to help other women that think they're going insane. You're perfect. And yeah, I hope this helps anybody. And if it doesn't, well, I hope you enjoy to know a little bit more about myself. I love you guys so much. Toto, give them a kiss too. Mwah. No, he just wants